DJ Davis will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth. A 2-1 offering. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
And whatever you do, you can't let that previous call eat at you. You've got to come back with your best pitch here on 3-1.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the fifth underway. Starling Marte will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. Here he comes on 2-1. Won't offer it what looked to be the circle change. 3-1.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
It swung on and missed the throw. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. Three-2, here it comes. Now here's the check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
You can see the pitching coach heading for the mound, and he's got to be saying, look, you're trying to be too fine with these guys, and you don't really have to. Just trust your stuff. Trust your defenders behind you, and let's stop giving guys so many free passes.
Jose Altuve will step in now in a big spot here with runners on.
Keep in mind, he's got a home run here already. If he gets a hold of another one, he could tie up this ball game.
Now the 0-2 from Price. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Still now on 1 and 2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Big pitch here, 1 and 2. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. And they'll get the out here as he's run down between second and third. George Springer will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. DK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, you'll start becoming a mind. You'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
Ellsbury is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
Chris Bryant will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch, and he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball from Minute Maid Park right after this. J.D. Martinez will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Roasted peanuts in.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And here's another one that misses to the Tiger right fielder as he moves ahead 2-1 now.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Here's the 2-2 offering. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. 1 away, and here's the third baseman, Nick Castellanos. The 1-1 home. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Right on the corner. 2-2.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
And this is Swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Pretty good late break to this 2-2 pitch. We'll see on swing track. He just doesn't gauge the movement very well and swings right over the top of it.
Into the box now, Alex Avila. And that's high and off the plate, 2-1. 6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
Yeah, and you know what? You've got a better matchup on deck here with 2 outs. So on 3-1 now, they may not take any chances with this guy.
3-2 pitch. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Now the rookie deals on 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Detroit. They still lead it 6-3. Brandon Belt will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Now here's a line drive that'll make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that. Now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Pablo Sandoval will stand in. Base on balls his last time. The 1-1 from Price. Swinging a little tapper out in front of the mound. Kinsler for 1. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Max Stassi will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Here comes the 1-1. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. There's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I know the adrenaline can get to you sometimes, but when you start overthrowing your fastball like that, that's a bit of a red flag.
Here he comes on 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Now another 2-2. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing doing there for Houston. Javier Betancourt will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. 1-1 pitch on the way. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Ready with the 2-1. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
Now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Iglesias now at short. Oh, and this goes right past him.
And he'll be thinking that's an out he should have had here to lead off the inning. This was maybe not the most routine of hops, but still, you'd think he'd at least be able to get a glove on it.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And it's back to the top of the order now for Jacoby Ellsbury. The 1-1. swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Here comes the 1-2. Now a hard liner towards short. And heads up down there as he just had to cover up as this skips right over his head.
All right, calm down.
Boy, these fans will be happy to see this guy leave town, that's for sure. He has absolutely eaten him up here in this series. He delivers again.
Denard Span will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Inside as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. The 1-2. Swing, hard hit ball to second, and that's through for a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The throw home, and this will score the run from second to make this a 7-3 game now.
It's one of the oldest cliches in baseball, but there's something to be said for that old line. Play it one game at a time. Remember, these guys last night, they looked helpless. Couldn't generate any offense at all, but today, they look like a completely different ball club.
Matt Adams will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Your attention, please. Now
New pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit.
Yusmeiro Petit.
First and second here with nobody out. Ellsbury off a second now, and the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
And this is hit sharply toward the third base coaching box, a foul ball. Payoff pitch coming. Now a swing and a fly ball. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Yoenis Cespedes will have a shot to really put this one out of reach now with the bases loaded. And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third.
Go, Astros.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Ellsbury scores. They will hold the other runner at third, but it's a 2-run double, and they have upped that lead even further.
And if this was going to be fair, it wasn't going to be fair by much. You'll see it hit just inside the white line. Another foot or so, and that's a foul ball. Instead, this is going to go for a double and drive in 2.
J.D. Martinez will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already, and 2 more ducks out there at second and third.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Ready now on 1-1. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Throw will get him at first for out number 1, but on the play, another run will come in to score.
And this play is the very definition of trading a run for an out. It's been an ugly inning so far, so I'm pretty sure they'll take anything they can get at this point.
Nick Castellanos will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Here's the 1-1. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. So 1-2 with 1 away. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Stepping in now, Alex Avila. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Tigers 10 and the Astros 3. Jose Iglesias will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time. Now the 1-1 pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 from Price. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank. So
hit hard on the ground is short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Well, this is a pretty high degree of difficulty right here. It helps when you've got a strong arm to make this play. You see him do almost a pop-up slide as he fields this thing, and then from then on out, it is all arm, folks. Boy, that's very well done.
Standing in now, DJ Davis. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Here comes a 1-2. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
And you know what that is right there? That's life in the show, bud. Once teams around the league figure out the book on how to get you out, it can be a real tough adjustment to play at this level.
Starling Marte will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. Now the 1-1. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Astros go down 1-2-3. They'll need to do better than that. It's 10-3. Ian Kinsler will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good take there will net him a base runner. It's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Javier Betancourt will be the batter. He reached on an error and later scored his last time. The 1-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Nobody out, runner on first. 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And this is hit hard on the ground at first. To Iglesias for 1. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in now, working on a 4-hit ball game. The 3-1. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that one's out of here. What another nickel in the merry-go-round. This one is getting ugly. So a 2-run shot for Jacoby Ellsbury. 4th home run for him on the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, it's just a little in, and not a terrible location, really. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you could certainly do some damage, and he absolutely did some right there. That's a 2-run homer.
Into the box, Denard Span. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Two. Now here's a ball hit sharply toward the right side. And Span is aboard. It's a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Matt Adams will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this will be fouled away. Now the 1-2. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, maybe this turns into a double play ball. But with the bat shattering here, just too much going on to even think about, too. So he'll take that sure out at first instead.
Into the box now, Yoenis Cespedes. Got him. Couldn't connect on the slurve that time, and that'll end it. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Tigers 12 and the Astros 3. Jose Altuve will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
And you keep thinking maybe this will be his last inning, but if he keeps on rolling through the lineup like he is, why take him out?
George Springer will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Martinez is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
And that's just one of the few balls that really hasn't taken off today. So we've seen some balls really jump off the bat so far, but not there.
Chris Bryant will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
The 3-1 coming. In there for a called strike. 3-2 now. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
And sorry to interrupt, but the play has been made for the 3rd out. Inning over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're down a bunch. It's 12-3. J.D. Martinez will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th. 1-1 on the way. 1-1 pitch swung on and pulled down the line to 3rd. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos will stand in. Called out on strikes his last time. Here's the full count offering. And he takes ball 4 again. And clearly, guys, they just don't want any part of him in this one.
The catcher, number 13.
Alex Avila will stand in. He flew out his last time up. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick. And that's his third strikeout of the ballgame.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a third strikeout of the game. Luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
In now, Ian Kinsler. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and this deflects right off him. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. Tigers lead one. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Tom Wilhelmsen will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Brandon Belt will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
The 2-1. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
Well, I think he got the pitch he was looking for right there, but not in the right location. So that's a great job of just holding up the swing.
Now the 3-1 home. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
And he's saying, give me a break. And that pitch is right there. I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Pablo Sandoval will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. And this is going to be a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. Now another 1-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. Another 1-2 delivery. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1 and 2.
Get it out of here.
Here's another 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance.
Come on, Sandoval.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. But fortunately here, no advance.
Now batting, catcher.
Max Stassi will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Full count pitch on its way. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. And Ellsbury will put this one away for out number 2.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. But he's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Come on, Jose.
Here comes the 1-1.
Here we go.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. The 1-2. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And that's going to do it as the catch is made, and the Tigers have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Yeah, this one started out with some promise, but it winds up as a laugher as they cruise home with a 9-run victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory.